Hi, friend. If you are watching this recording, then you are the newest member of Team Grace on Fire. You probably have no idea what that means, except for the fact that you just signed up to be an It Works distributor, and somehow you have landed on our team. So we are so excited to have you. We are so excited to help you utilize this business to do whatever you want. The coolest thing about this business is that there are literally endless possibilities. You are probably wondering who the heck I am. So I'm going to take a quick second to introduce myself. And then as your upline or your sponsor probably told you, this video is going to kind of walk you through how we launch our new distributors. We do it a really specific way because we have found tried and true success using this system. So I'm excited to share with you. So my name is Jamie Whitehead. I am currently October of 2020. I had to look at the date. I was like, is it November? Is it October? October 2020. I am currently a double diamond. I am currently your double diamond leader. And my name's Jamie. I have been in this business for about 3 years. I started June of 2017, so I had my 3-year anniversary over the summer. When I first started this business, I did not really know why I was joining the business. I loved the products. I was a customer for about 7 years, so I'm not sure if you've tried products or not yet, but we have people on our team that were customers before and people that had never even heard of the product. So I just so happened to know and have personal experience with the products and knew that I loved them. I was a customer for about 7 years. The opportunity presented itself to me and I decided to jump in. At the time, I have 2 kids and I am married to the love of my life. His name is Josh. You will not see my kids in this video because it is like the middle of the night. My kids are crazy. I have a boy named Riker and a little girl named Rayleigh. They are what I do everything for. They are my whole entire world. I love my babies so stinking much. And if you have kids too, I'm sure you do too. When I first started, they were 1 and 4. I was working full time as an IT director. So I had about 80 employees that were under me that reported to me. I worked in Dallas. I'm in the Fort Worth area in Texas, and I had about an hour commute each way. So I was busy to say the least. And honestly, as soon as I clicked that submit button to sign up as a distributor, I immediately thought to myself, what in the actual heck did I get myself into? I don't have time for this. I honestly didn't really even love the idea of direct sales. But immediately, as soon as I had the, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into thought, I immediately said to myself, okay, you've signed up, like we're doing this. So a little bit about my story is like I said, I've been in 3 years. I am not a overnight millionaire. In fact, I've yet to make $1 million, but it's going to happen. I slowly climbed through the ranks, and we are still climbing as a team. Our team is on fire right now. We've got some really cool promotions going on. I won't go into too many details because just in case you watch this at a later date, but our team is on fire right now and we are charging towards VIP. But when I first got started, my uplines quickly told me about something called ignorance on fire. And they didn't mean that in a bad way, but they meant that in a way that I just hit the ground running. You couldn't have told me that it was not okay to sign 10 distributors on my first day. It wasn't okay to sign like that was a weird or not a common thing. I just hit the ground running because I didn't know that I couldn't. And I encourage you to do the same thing because this business is a dive in and learn as you go kind of business versus a sit back, learn all the things, and then dive in. So I encourage you to get started immediately. And we're fixing to talk about how to do that. So I went Ruby in 3 months. I promoted in the fall. I went Emerald the following spring. So 9 months in, I went Emerald. at 13 months, I went diamond, and at 22 months, I went double diamond. And I'm not going to talk about the bonuses that I earned along the way. If you want me to tell you about all the bonuses, I would be happy to have a conversation with you about that. But I earn bonuses at every rank advancement. Which is something that I love, love, love about this company. And you will too. So I want to dive into just a little bit about how we work this business. Like I said, we have spent, me personally, I didn't even tell y'all the best part of my journey. Okay, so I didn't start this business for any particular reason other than why not me, right? I just thought, I love the products, why not me? I'm going to give it a go. And then I decided to jump in wholeheartedly, and I hit the ground running. And then August of last year, so I promoted, last year was 2019. August of last year, I was laid off very, very unexpectedly. Our whole director team was laid off, and it kind of caught me by surprise, to be completely honest. And I was so thankful that the business that I didn't have time for, that I didn't necessarily need, or have a strong why for continuing to push all the year and a half before, or 2 years before, that I didn't ever give up. Because in that moment where I was laid off unexpectedly from a very, very good job, I had this business, and it allowed me to have freedom of choice, to say, to decide whether or not I went back to work, to choose if I did go back to work. I got to be a little bit more picky about the job that I had to take, because I had this income, you guys. It's huge. It can change your life. Long story short, I was basically forced into retirement last August. I say forced because I was laid off. I think it's a God thing. I don't actually know that I would have had the courage to quit my job. And so I think it was God's way of saying, like, Jamie, this is it for you. Like, you can do amazing things with this company. This is your platform. You need to use your voice and rise your teams up and help women find the same freedom and community and all the things that you found with this company. So I retired last August. Like I said, it's October now, so I've been home over a year, and I am a full-time mom, and I work my business around the craziness of my kids' schedules, and I absolutely love it. I wouldn't change a thing. So let's dive into the nitty gritty a little bit. I'm going to go through just some housekeeping things with you, and likely your sponsor has already talked to you about these things. Okay, so if it's repetitive, then just listen to what I'm saying. That way, when you enroll your distributors, you know what to be asking them and having them do. So first things first, and your sponsor will also give you the link that I have. We have a Boss Babes new distributor checklist. It's just a Google Doc that will cover everything that I'm talking to you about. So you don't have to take notes unless you really like taking notes. You feel free, but everything is in this document. And I'm going to kind of talk about it very generally. So the first thing in here talks about your introduction to the company. One of the things that your sponsor should have had you do was sign into eSuite and sign your tax documents. What that is going to do is take you off of commission hold. This is a real job. We get a real 1099. You pay real taxes on it. So you have to sign your tax documents if you want to get paid. It's very easy. There's a ribbon at the top. Once you sign into eSuite.itworks.com, there's a pink ribbon at the top that will prompt you to sign your tax documents. Once you've done it once, you're good to go for the year. And all of that fun stuff. Second thing that I want you to do, I want you to send your sponsor a selfie or a picture of you and your family. She is going to create a welcome story and a welcome post to welcome you to our team. Next thing that I just want you to be aware, I don't want you to get hung up on this, but when you sign up, it automatically sets you up with an auto shipment. It is completely optional, okay? It sets you up with a package of some of our best-selling products that a lot of our distributors take advantage of, and they sell them as sample packs for profit. So you can take a look at that. You can absolutely change it if you need to turn it off. I understand that also, but I highly encourage you to leave it on there because it does have an additional discount. Once you delete that package off, it's gone forever. But leave it on there until you decide what products you want for yourself. So just know that it is automatically set up. It does it whenever you sign up. We don't do it when you sign distributors up. It's not something that you will set up for them. It does it automatically. You are going to, that's the third thing. Okay. So we're going to send a picture, sign into eSuite, and sign your tax documents. Take a look at the auto ship, make sure that, just be aware that it is there. If you need help changing it or updating it or pushing it out a month or whatever, talk to your sponsor about that. It's super easy. And then we want you to make an introduction post. I want you to work with your sponsor to get this. She will likely either give you a post that she already has created, or have you write your why, like why you joined this business, and then share that as a part of your welcome, or as a part of introducing your new business to your community on social media. So work with your sponsor to do that, to make some sort of introduction post so that people know what you're doing. Do a one-on-one with your sponsor. Likely you've already done that if you've gotten this video. What I want you to do is so important, and you're going to hear me talk a lot about communication with your upline and being plugged in. I want you to form a relationship with your sponsor. If you don't already know them personally, they should be getting you on a phone call, or getting you on a FaceTime, or getting you on a Zoom just like this, or something like that, to get to know you. Talk to your sponsor about how you learn best. She might have you take the color personality test. I highly encourage that also. Are you a mom? Are you married? Do you work full time? What is your schedule like? That way she or he, whoever your sponsor is, can help guide you in the best way possible. I highly encourage you to do that, because you are going to be working very closely with your sponsor and talking to them on a daily basis. I want to set that expectation that you should be talking to your sponsor every single day. If you are not talking to your sponsor every single day, then you need to be. I don't know of a different way to say that. You should be talking to your sponsor every single day. So that is kind of the nitty gritty. We got to check those things off before we dive in. Okay. So make yourself a little checklist, or utilize the one in the checklist itself. It's tab number 1, and it's got 5 little check marks. Second thing I want to talk to you about, and I'm actually going to share my screen for a quick second, is we have so many different resources. You will be added to 2 different group pages. One is called All the Way to Ambassador. That is my personal team's, my downlines team page. It is like It Works news. If we have a team huddle, if I'm running a contest, if there are corporate updates, the family call will be shared on there. All sorts of information, everything that you will need to know for your business is going to be on that page. And I want you to make sure that you have it on, that you are added to it. It's called All the Way to Ambassador. It's the one with all the flames currently. And just make sure that you are on that page and that notifications are turned on, because you need to stay plugged in and aware of everything that's going on. The second thing that you will be added to is a page called Posting for Success. You are not going to need that immediately, but I want you to tuck it away in your back pocket. Posting for Success is basically a big brain dump of a whole bunch of good posts. We're going to talk about posting here in just a minute, but posting is a big part of what we do. And sometimes when you're first getting started, or even after you're going, you don't know what to post. Sometimes you need some inspiration, and it is a whole bunch of really great posts. So let me share my screen real quick, and I'm going to show you what both of these pages look like, and show you a couple of things on each of them. So there we go. Okay, so this is Team Grace on Fire's team page. I'm going to close this chat, and it's called All the Way to Ambassador. You should be added to this page. On here, there are a couple of things that I want you to be aware of. There are always pinned announcements. I want you to read through these first thing you do, okay? Pinned announcements. And then I want you to notice that there are this post right here, 30 days of posts. depending on what we're doing in the new distributor launch chat at the moment, you may be using this. So I want you to be aware of where this is. It is pinned at the top as an announcement because it is very important. 30 days of post. If you don't know what to post, or you are in your first 30 days as a new distributor, all of your posts are right here. There's 95 comments in here, and every single day there are at least 2 posts of the day. There are the pictures that I want you to include with them. There are, if it says post with the TFX before and after picture, then you can go and find that in your Connect app, etc. So there's all kinds of posts in here. So if you need a post idea, you should come here. In here, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna talk about posting a little bit, but there are some reminders and some tips and tricks for what you should be posting and how you should be posting, because now that you are a business owner and you are using social media as your platform, you're going to have to post and think a little bit differently when it comes to your Facebook. It is now a business tool, not a fun, I won't say not a fun, not a super social thing. We'll talk about that here in just a second. On here, there are units. So new distributor launch training. This is actually going to be updated, but there will be trainings in here. Ruby Bootcamp, if you're pushing for Ruby. Back to Basics. This is a really good series that we just did as a company, and all of the links to the YouTubes are in here. And then these are your KPI trackers. Okay, so this is something that you'll need to go and watch. This is what I want you to do. So you're going to read the announcements, and then I want you to go to the units tab and go to unit 4, the KPI tracker tasks. Okay. And I want you to watch these little videos. They're like 2-minute videos over how we work this business. Okay. So this is the all the way to ambassador page. And like I said, there's always, why is it not clicking? Oh, there it goes. There's always announcements. Oh, we got to scroll through all these comments real quick, all these post ideas. There's always announcements and team huddle things, other leaders pouring into our team, all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, you guys. So we're welcoming our new team members on here. Our leaders are pouring into us again, family call, etc. Okay, so the other group that I told you about, like I said, I want you to tuck it away in your back pocket for a later date. It's called Posting for Success. Again, it's divided into units. So I want you, if you are wanting to make a post about our keto coffee or our skinny brew, you can go to that unit on Posting for Success, and you can find dozens of ideas. Copy, tweak it, make it sound more like you, and then you can use that as a post inspiration. So there's tons of good ones in there. Also is a really good idea of what your picture should look like. You can even borrow some of the pictures that are in there. So those are the 2 main team pages that you will be in. Obviously, if you have had a Zoom with your sponsor, hopefully you have, if not a FaceTime or at least a phone call, you have downloaded the Zoom app. We do all of our team huddles, all of our team meetings on Zoom. So you're going to need that app. And then the other app that you need to download is called It Works Connect. So there are, that's like your corporate app. You can track your customers, you can enroll new customers, you can track your statuses for the month, all of that fun stuff in there, check your volumes. It's basically like your eSuite, but in an app. So I highly encourage you to download that also. It's called It Works Connect. So like I said, a lot of information is coming at you, but I just want to give you an overview of a little bit of everything. So we're going to dive into the nitty gritty now a little bit. Something that your sponsor has probably asked you to do is to create your dirt list or your chicken noodle soup list. Who are those 10 to 50 people that if you had really great news, you would call and share? If you were going to get married, who would those first people that you would reach out to that would get an invitation? Your mom, your grandma, your aunts, your best friend from high school, your college roommates, your 3 neighbors that you do everything with, your coworkers that you absolutely like do life with, you can't survive with. Who are those people? Don't overthink this list. Don't discount people. Don't exclude people because you think, oh, they don't have money, they wouldn't be interested, whatever. You're going to ask everybody. So I want you to think about that list. Do not overthink it. It should take you less than 30 minutes to sit down and write down a list. I say 10 to 50 because some people have a really small circle. They don't have a big family, or they don't have a big friends network, or maybe they grew up in a small town. That's okay. Okay. So 10 to 50 people. And then your sponsor will give you a message to send out to all of them. Here's where the communication part comes in. Once people start responding to you, to that message that you're sending them, you're going to send screenshots back to your sponsor, no matter whatever their response is. Okay. This is that list that we're going to start working with is called our dirt list, or our hundreds list, or our chicken noodle soup list. All leaders kind of call it something different, but it's a list of people, right? So that's going to be one of the first thing that you do. And as you walk through those conversations, your sponsor is going to help you formulate answers, help you walk through those conversations. So it's imperative that you send screenshots to them and say, okay, she said yes. What do I say now? Okay, she says she's interested in whatever. What do I send now? Send those screenshots and let them help you get those first wins. The people that get really, really good, get quick wins, are the ones that plug into their sponsors and let their sponsors help. You are not bothering us. You are not annoying us. In fact, we love to hear from all of our new distributors. It shows us who's working, and this is the first way that you can do it. So your sponsor will help you start organizing that list. And even if they say no, we've got a way that they can help out without buying anything. So hundreds list is something that you will grow and you will keep up with. The idea is that as you have conversations every single day, you are going to be adding to that list. So a good rule of thumb is like 5 to 7 people will go to that list, and we'll talk about how you get people on that list. But for me personally, I just keep a notebook. I keep it really simple, and my list grows every day. You want your list to be growing every single day. You want to be having new conversations every single day. Okay. All right. So now we're getting to the good stuff. And now it's approximately 60 degrees in my house. I swear my husband turns it down, so cold. And so I'm like bundled up, nose is kind of running because it's so cold in my house. That's okay. I digress. So what we do in this business is the way you're going to work this business as a brand new distributor is the exact same way that I work this business as a leader taking a team to VIP and beyond, and all the way to ambassador. And we keep it really, really simple. You're going to hear something called a KPI, but it's really based on 4 core tasks that we do every single day. And what we do in our new distributor launch chat is we give those tasks to you. One of the hardest things I remember about being a new distributor is, what do I post about? Who do I talk to? How do I even send that message? What if I run out of people to talk to? All of those things. So we're going to give that to you. We're going to give you a post of the day. We're going to help you through conversations and tell you exactly what to say. We're going to help you have new conversations with new people every single day, so that all you have to worry about is how to fit it into your schedule. There's the key component to being successful in this business is to be consistent. Unfortunately, MLMs or direct sales have a pretty high turnover rate. A lot of people start this business and stop before they even give themselves a chance to be successful. And so what I encourage you to do is to be very consistent from the first day. You will hear me say every day. It's because I do work this business every day. It's a huge part of my life. I love it. But if you are working this business at least 5 days out of the week, that is so consistent. And you will find yourself working it more because it's fun and you get to help people. So the first thing that we do is we post. obviously, right? We have to let people know what we have to offer. We post about the business, we post about the products, and we just share. I want to give a couple of tips about posting because while it is the first thing that we do, it's not the most important. And while it's the first thing that we do, because we have to get people to be aware that we're even open for business, Facebook is really finicky. And now that you are a business owner and you're utilizing your Facebook or your Instagram or TikTok, you have to think about things a little bit differently the way that a business owner would. So my first advice is that you want to keep your timeline very clean, very, very clean. So an example that I use is if you are share if you love to cook, I love to cook, and I can look back at my memories now and laugh. If you love to cook and you share recipes on Facebook to your wall, then that's something that's going to need to go away. If you are like, oh my gosh, this chicken casserole looks so delicious, my mom would love this, instead of posting it to your wall, send it to somebody privately or send it to yourself privately. You would be amazed at the conversation that I have with myself from the stuff that I find on Facebook. The reason that we do that is because if we're resharing things, Facebook does not honor shares. There's this monster, he's called the Facebook algorithm, and he honors original content. So if you're resharing funny memes or videos or school, I'm trying to think what I said, political stuff, school announcements or things like that, or chicken casserole recipes on your timeline every single day, Facebook is going to make your posts that you make less visible. Something else to think about whenever you're posting is you want it to be very clean. And when I say clean, think of your Facebook wall as your storefront. We don't have a brick and mortar store that we're going to go to and have a window display and turn our on sign on, right? So our Facebook wall is that. So our posts are literally just our on sign. They're a small thing that we do to let people know that we're open for business. The window display, our wall, is very clean. It's going to highlight our very best products, our business opportunity, etc. It's not going to be cluttered. It's not going to have 25 different things on there. A good rule of thumb is 2 to 4 posts a day maximum. Whenever I was first starting out, I kept it really simple for myself, and I posted 3 times a day. Okay. So the second rule is kind of you have to spread your post out. You can't post back to back to back to back, because then again, Facebook doesn't know what to put in your friends and family's timeline. So they don't put anything. If you're sharing something now and then sharing something 20 minutes later, they're not showing your audience that. So it's like you're not posting. So do yourself a favor and only post 2 to 4 times a day. Make sure that there's a couple of hours, at least 2 to 3 hours between each post. The way I did it, and I kept it simple for myself as a new distributor, was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. I posted 3 times a day. And I mixed it up. Sometimes I posted at 7, sometimes I posted at 9, but right in that breakfast window when people are getting up and off to their jobs or kids off to school or whatever. And of those 3 posts, I did a personal post, something that had absolutely nothing to do with It Works, a product post. So if I'm drinking my keto coffee or I am taking my thermophyte before I go work out or whatever, I'm going to do a product post, and then I do a business post every single day. This opportunity is incredible. And the more you share about it, the quicker your team is going to grow. So just sharing the opportunity, sharing that there is a business side to what you're doing and that you are opening that invitation for them. Something that I want to say about posts, and it's going to segue nicely into what we do next. Not all your posts are going to get likes and comments on them. Okay. I want to just say that because sometimes people, especially, or sometimes new distributors, get really discouraged when their posts aren't getting any interaction. Obviously, the idea is that you want people to notice, you want people to comment, you want people to like, but it's okay if they don't do it at first. They will. And it's okay if you post a picture of your kids the night before and it gets 100 likes, and then you post a really cute picture of you drinking your coffee and telling your story about how you've lost 10 pounds in your first month on the coffee, and it gets 3 likes. That's okay. People are watching. The store owner does not turn on his on sign um, if nobody shows up the day before. If the store is empty the day before, he still shows up for work the next day and turns on his on sign. You have to do it because people are walking past your window display. They're seeing your post. Just because they aren't interacting doesn't mean they're not seeing it. And right now, especially as a new distributor, you are establishing yourself as a business owner, establishing your credibility, and establishing your consistency. So consistency goes a really long way when you're first getting started, and it will carry you through. Consistency turns into persistency, and that's what carries you through to the different ranks. So what do we do when people like or comment on our post? That's the idea, right? So if people like or comment on your post, that is thing number 2 that we do. So they are going to get a message from us. Messaging is the number 1 thing we do. Messaging is the number 1 thing we do. Okay. I say messaging, obviously that could mean a phone call, that could mean a DM, that could mean a text message if it's your aunt that comments on it. But regardless of whatever it is, it's a new conversation. So if somebody likes or comments on your post, then you are going to send them a message. You're going to first reply to whatever their comment is. If they leave a comment and say, I'm interested, you're going to reply to that comment and you're going to say, hey, I'm so excited. I'm going to send you a private message. And then you take your conversation to Messenger if you're working on Facebook, or if it's on Instagram, you do the same thing. Hey, I'm going to send you a DM, and you take it to y'all's direct messages. The reason that we do that is because for every person that leaves a comment on there, there's about 20 people that are just scrolling by and watching what you have to say. So if they ask a really direct question like, how much is it? That's a really common comment. How much is it? You're still going to say, hey, I'm going to send you a message with all the details. The reason you do that is, 1, selfishly, because for everyone that comments, there's 20 that are just scrolling by. And if you answer the other 20 people that are just scrolling by, if you answer the question that the one person asked, the other 20 may have had that same question. Now they're not going to comment because you've already answered their question. But if you don't answer the question in a public place, it kind of forces their hand, right? So we have to be smart. We have to leave a little bit to the imagination. The second reason, and probably the more important reason, that we take everything to a private conversation is our products are health, wellness, and beauty products. A lot of times when we are talking, I'm going to use weight loss. If I'm talking to a potential customer about weight loss products, what I recommend for somebody that is looking to lose 10 pounds versus 50 pounds is going to be completely different. And what you'll notice with the messages that you're going to receive in the new distributor chat, you're going to have exactly how to reach out to these people. Okay, somebody commented on my post, what do I send them? We're going to send you exactly that. So you are going to send them a message, and there is, if we're talking weight loss, for instance, we are going to ask them a series of questions. We don't just throw blanket products at people. We're going to tailor our recommendations for each of our customers. That's where the jump in and go and rely on your uplines and your sponsors to help you through this is super important, because you don't know everything about the products, but you don't want that to stop you from jumping right in. Okay, so we're going to ask lots of questions, and we are going to figure out what is going on with them and how we can best help them. Everybody's, for like I've said, weight loss, everybody's weight loss situation is different. Everybody is a little bit different. Secondly, we are eventually going to talk about money, and because our products cost money, right? We're not giving this stuff away. So we're eventually going to talk about money. And if the person that I was talking to, I recommend a package of 5 products for them, for instance, if that's not in their budget, then I want them to feel safe and for me to respect their privacy, and not have a financial conversation in the comments section of a post on my Facebook, right? So we're going to have that conversation. Hey, I know that you're recommending these 5 products, but that really doesn't fit in my budget. Can we tailor it down? And then of course you can, right? So you just want to respect your potential customers' privacy. Health issues come up a lot, especially as you're talking weight loss or skincare, or the mom that has the post-baby body and she's not comfortable with herself. Maybe she doesn't want to talk about that on a comment section. So we're going to take all of our conversations to a private setting so that we can truly help them and tailor a pack for them and respect their privacy. So messaging is the most important thing that we do. The reason it's the most important thing that we do is because we are always wanting to add to our hundreds list. We are always wanting to make new connections. We are always wanting to be talking to new people and just filling our funnel. I say that you want to fill your funnel every single day because not everybody signs on the very first conversation that you have. In fact, it's really, really rare. So like I said, first we're going to post, second we're going to message, and that's the most important thing that you do every single day. If you do nothing else for your business, message. You need to be having new conversations every single day. Third thing that we do, kind of segues, right? So third thing that we do is we follow up. You guys, you're going to hear 100 times, the fortune is in the follow-up. The reason the fortune is in the follow-up is because everybody is crazy and everybody is busy and we all have short attention spans and we all have 1,000 things going on. And just because you talk to Sally on Monday doesn't mean that she may want the products, but that doesn't mean that she is ready to purchase them. And so the fortune is in the follow-up. Sometimes I use this example a lot whenever I'm explaining follow-ups. Hold on, let me say something else first. We follow up in 2 different ways. Okay, we keep it really simple again, you guys. So we're simplifying everything. So you're going to follow up in 2 different ways. The first way is you are going to do day 1 follow-ups. Okay, so what that means is if you were talking to 20 new people on Sunday, when Monday comes around, those are going to be the first people that you have a conversation with. I do that really, really, just nonchalantly, for lack of better words, I just re-spark the conversation. If Sunday nights are crazy at my house because we're getting ready for school the next day and I had to go grocery shopping or whatever, the night got away from me, that's what I'm going to say. When I pick up my business, the very first thing that I'm going to do for my business on Monday is I'm going to follow up with all of Sunday's conversation. So I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to scroll my messenger to the very first message that I sent on Sunday. If it is a potential customer that I was talking to, even if I ask them a question and I'm waiting on a response from them, I still am going to follow up with them. And I just say, and I change mine every single day because, like I said, I just do them really generically, really like nonchalant. I say, hey, Sally, I'm so sorry our conversation died off last night. We were getting ready for school and all of a sudden Riker had homework and then bath time, bedtime, the night got away from me. I'm so sorry I didn't get back with you. Do you have time to finish our conversation today? And then that's going to re-spark the conversation. Okay. Very simple. Don't overthink it, you guys. Just get back in their inbox. And I always say, like, do it really lightly and talk to them like they are your best friend. What if you crashed out the night before and you and your best friend were in the middle of a conversation? What would you say? Hey, girl, I'm so sorry I crashed out last night. I was so tired. Let's finish our chat. Exactly. These people are your new friends. These people are just people. These people are crazy moms that are as busy as I am, that have kids all in their hair and all the things, right? These people are nurses that are working night shift that when they got home, they meant to text you back, but they didn't because they just crashed out, right? So life is crazy and conversations fall. How many times have you been at the grocery store and you've seen a text come in on your watch or whatever, and you oh, Jamie just got back with me. And then you're checking out and oh, I'll get back with her in just a minute. And then you forget, right? People forget. People are human. So we just show so much grace and we show up the next day. The reason we show up the next day is because fresh fish jump first. I always have to say it slow because it's kind of a tongue twister. Try and say it. Fresh fish jump first. The people that you're talking to yesterday, they are the most excited out of all of the people that you're talking to currently. Okay. So you want to get right back in their inbox, respark that conversation. This is where I was going a minute ago before I got ahead of myself. The second way that we follow up is we do what is called follow up Friday. Fridays are a huge follow up day for two reasons. One, people are in awesome moods. Fridays are awesome. They're headed into the weekend, no work over the weekend. They're going to get to spend time with their family. They're going to get to relax and not have to go to work, all the things, right? So Fridays, people are in a really good mood. Fridays are also paydays. Okay. So 82% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And what that means is Sally that you're talking to on Monday about wraps, she really wants the wraps. You go through the whole conversation, you send her product information, you talk about the pricing, you even give her a little bit of instructions like this is how you're going to use it, you're going to love it. You get her cell phone number, you send her the link and you say, okay, this is how you order, and then nothing. Her order doesn't come in. Or you send her the little graphic that says, this is what I'm going to need to place your order. Nothing. You're like, what happened? Sally, you were so interested. So what are you going to do? You're going to follow up the very next day and you're going to say, hey, Sally, I'm so sorry I crashed out last night. I am placing a few orders right now. I'd be happy to get yours in. Can you shoot me your information? Sally ghosts you. What the heck? She wanted the products. Why is Sally ghosting me? I don't understand, right? So then we're going to add Sally to our list. So I meant to say this a minute ago, y'all. I'm crazy scatterbrain mom, right? I have ADD. And this is my notebook. This is where I keep my hundreds list. And I'll have to flip to the right tab. But I just literally write mine like this. Okay. It's just a name and whatever we were talking about, a name, and they were a PDT, a name, PDT. So every day, I just write down whoever I'm talking to. And then on Fridays, when we do follow up Friday, instead of scrolling all the way back through our messages, because you're going to send a lot of messages, okay? Your inbox is going to be really full. You're going to be talking to so many people, and not everybody is going to be an active conversation. So you want your active conversations right here. So you can go back to here and you're going to say, okay, I need to start with Michelle. You're going to go back to the following Friday, or I'm sorry, not the following, the previous Friday, and you're going to message every person on there. Hey, Michelle, I know that you were interested in the wraps. Da, 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 da. I'm going to be placing some orders today. Our sale ends on Sunday. Is today a better day for me to get your order in? Hey, Sally, I know we chatted on Monday and I followed up with you on Tuesday. I'm so sorry I haven't had a chance to follow up with you again, but is today a better day? All of a sudden, Sally's like, yes, I meant to send you my information. I am going to, I'm going to send you my information right now. I'm sorry, it's been a crazy week. Chances are Sally got paid on Friday and now she has the funds to get the wraps that she really wanted on Monday. It wasn't that she didn't want them on Tuesday. It's not that she forgot about you even on Wednesday or Thursday. She just didn't have the money until Friday. So following up is so, so key. I always talk about commercials. You guys, commercials are so repetitive because that's how we work. We live in a society where everything is so fast, and people have to be exposed to things 7 to 20 times before they're ready to commit, or before they have decided that that's the thing, or that you are the person or whatever. So we're going to talk about stories, and we do our post, and we do our messages, and we do our follow-up. All of those things are 7 to 20, right? So they add up really quickly because they're going to see you everywhere. You're super active because you're excited about your business. So follow-ups are so, so important. Okay. And it's just another form of messages. And honestly, it is literally the first thing that I do for my business in the morning. I get up and I start, after I do my self-development and after I do my journaling, I sit down and I follow up with everybody from yesterday, because that is where I get the most wins. Well, hang tight. that is where I close the most. Let's say that. The very last thing that we do, I know I said messaging was number one, but number 1.1 is something that we call host to post. Okay. Host to post is the business. It is my jam. It has changed my business. It has brought me so many incredible leaders that have found so much incredible fast success in this business because they realized that there is a way to get out of your own market really quickly and never run out of new conversations to have. So the idea is really simple. It is basically a referral post, and we do them every single day. When you are first getting started as a new distributor, you want to try and get 3 to 5 host to post up every single day. If you are the new distributor that just joined and you come from a tiny little town, or your hundreds list is, or your dirt list is 10 people long, this is for you. Okay. A host to post is basically you ask somebody to share a post that you give to them on their wall, and then you treat it as your own post. Two things. One, that is the reason that we don't have to post all day, every day to our own page and look like an It Works billboard. We get to keep our timelines clean. We get to still share our personal stuff, but dabble in our business and our products that we're loving. Okay. So other people are going to advertise for us, and it is so simple for them. I keep it very simple, and I just say, hey, I'll send you a message, or in the new distributor chat, there is a message, you'll get a message that you can send to people that just says, hey, I just started a new business. I'm so excited to share these health and wellness products with people. I'm trying to get the word out, and I would appreciate your support. We are doing some sort of giveaway. This month, we're giving away $1,000 in cash. We do really cool giveaways every single month for anybody that shares a post for us. They get an entry into the giveaway. So I will even give you an entry into our $1,000 giveaway for this month if you can just share a post that I give to you to your Facebook wall. Of course, your friends and family are going to say, yeah, of course, I want to win $1,000. And of course, I want to support your business. Also, can you tell me about that coffee you posted about yesterday? Okay. So, you're going to get host to post every single day. You're going to then send them a post. We do different kinds of posts. We will give you the host to post for you to give to them. And then they're going to post it to their wall. It doesn't matter if they tag you in it or not, because you're then going to go save it to a collection. And there will be a different video over how to save things to collections. And to figure out your timeline tagging and privacy settings, because we need to make sure that's updated. So be sure and watch that video. But they're going to share it to their wall. They're going to post it to their wall. Here's the thing. One, they are not a business owner. They are not monitoring how many chicken casserole recipes they are sharing a day. So if a host to post doesn't take off, it's not because people don't want, their friends and family don't want it. It's not because whatever. It's probably because they shared 14 whatever casserole videos before or after your post, and Facebook didn't put it in any of their friends or family's timeline. But here's the cool thing. People are going to comment and like on it just like they do on your post. And when they do, here's the cool part. Okay. When they comment or like on, say, Sally, my wraps girl that just signed up Friday, I say, hey, Sally, will you share a post for me? And she says, sure, Jamie, of course. So I'm going to give her a host a post, and she's going to share it. When Sally's aunt comments on there, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I would do on my own post. So I'm going to reply to it, and I'm going to say, hey, Sally's aunt, I'm going to send you a private message. There's one other step though. Sally's aunt is not currently my friend. That's Sally's aunt. I don't know her. So I'm going to add her as a friend, and then I'm going to send her a message. Hey, thank you so much for the comment on Sally's post. I'm so excited to send you information on the wraps. Product information. Does that sound like something that you would be interested in? Okay. So now I have a new potential customer that I would have never had, because I don't know Sally's aunt. And how would she have ever seen my post? So the idea is that you're going to get 3 to 5 up every single day, because if you're doing that, the average person has between 500 to 1,000 friends on Facebook. Some people have way more, some people have way less, but that's the average. If you get 5 up in a day and they all have 500 friends, that's 2,500 new eyes that are seeing your product post potentially, or your business post, that could be interested, that could be a potential customer for you. So if you have a really small network, or if you come from a really small town, or if you don't have a lot of friends and family, you keep your circle really tight, this is how you explode out of your current market. If I don't know how else to say it differently, but this is the way you never run out of conversations. I have always prided myself on being a really great enroller. I bring in a lot of distributors and I bring in a lot of customers. I always have, ever since the beginning. I love it. I love helping people change their financial situation. I love helping people change their health, wellness, beauty. Our products are awesome, so I share about them all the time, but I love it. And I will tell you, I started doing host to post in 2018, probably the spring of 2018, maybe even 2017, like late fall 2017. But I had my highest enrollments in April of 2020. I had been in the business nearly 3 years. After 3 years of posting every single day, of having conversations with my current friends and family, for that month to be my highest enrollment after being that consistent for that long, the only way and the only reason that it was able to be that high was because I grew my network, because I was talking to new people, because my posts were getting in front of people that had never seen my post before. I enrolled, I cannot remember now, it was 70 something customers and distributors in April. And when I went back and looked, it was over 90% that came from host to post. It wasn't from a personal post. It wasn't from some group that I created. It wasn't from my stories that I do every single day. It was from host to post, you guys. It was new, fresh fish. They were excited. They saw a post that their friend made, and then now they're on my page. Okay. So host to post works. The other example that I like to give is a girl that is also on our team right now. Her name's Jamie. She's incredible. She joined the business on March 31st. She kind of came out the gate really, really hot. Okay. So when she first signed, we did our one-on-one. She did awesome. I was like, this girl's gonna be so amazing. I'm so excited. We put her in the new distributor launch chat. She asked some good questions the first couple days, and then she got quiet. And I was like, oh man, we lost her. Where'd she go? Like, she was going to be so good. She's given up on herself already. That stinks. And you know what? She was watching. There were myself, you will meet my best friend, Jen. We do everything together. She is a triple diamond in this business right now. Jen, myself, Brittany, another girl, another leader that was in there currently, and she saw all of us enrolling new customers. And every time we enrolled a new customer or a new distributor, it was because it was from a host to post. And we always like to share like where our customers come from, because that's important to know. So Jamie realized very quickly that if she was going to find success in this business, that she needed to figure out how host to post worked. And so she did. She got quiet a couple days. She watched, she learned, she kind of tweaked, and then she came out of the gate on fire. Like day 5 in her business, she enrolled like 3 customers, and then she enrolled more customers and more customers. And in her first 30 days, she enrolled over 30 people. Okay. So host to post is the ticket. Host to post is the jam. Host to post is the way that you don't have to be the salesy it works girl and overshare on your personal post. Host to post is the way that you never run out of new conversations to have, new messages to send, because that's the most important thing to do. And if you're sending new messages, you always have people to follow up with, right? And you are growing your network from 500 or whatever your current friends are to a bajillion, right? Because you're going to be constantly adding new people. And even if they don't sign on that first conversation, even if they don't sign on that day 1 follow-up, even if they don't sign on the follow-up Friday, that Friday after you've had a conversation with them, they're going to, because now they're on your page. Y'all are friends. They're going to see you posting about your kids. They're going to see that chicken salad recipe that you made that looks so good. They're going to see that you traveled to where whatever. They're going to see you drinking the coffee every single day, and they're going to get to know you. And then they're going to be like, oh, I really do want that coffee. And then they're going to sign up as a customer, and then they're going to join your team, and it's going to be incredible. Host to post is everything. So messaging is the number one thing that you do for your business, because you have to have new conversations if you want to sign people up consistently. And host to post is the number one way to have new conversations. So those are the 4 things that we do every single day. I know that was a lot of information, but hopefully it's not too overwhelming. And as you get the tasks of the day in the new distributor chat, hopefully it'll make a little bit more sense. And you're like, oh, okay, so all I have to do is copy and paste this post. 1 check. Did the first thing. Anybody that likes their comments, I'm going to send them a message. Oh, I don't know what to send them. I'm going to go ask the new distributor chat, and we're going to give you whatever to send them. Oh, okay, they responded. What do I send now? We're going to give it to you. Okay, they didn't sign up today. What am I going to do? Oh yeah, I got to follow up with them tomorrow. Okay. What else do I need to do to grow my business? I only have 500 friends on my Facebook. Okay, I need to do some host to post. Okay. So those are the 4 things. If you are doing those consistently every single day, I know I told y'all earlier, I say every day because I work my business almost every day. But if you're doing this 5 days a week, then you can pat yourself on the back even on the days that you don't get an enrollment, because you are being consistent and you are showing up as a business owner for your business. Okay, so that is the nitty gritty. A couple of last things that I want to mention, and I should have mentioned this first, is our loyal customer program. If you don't know what our loyal customer program, that is okay. It's incredible. Our customers can have the same discount as us as a distributor. There are 2 ways for them to get the loyal customer discount. One is to pay a $50 membership fee, and they get the 40% discount from their very first order, and they keep it for life. I don't have very many customers do that, because the second option is the better option, and it's the way that we make more money. So the second option is a 3-month commitment. We call it an auto ship, a 90-day challenge, something like that. But basically, your customer agrees to try a product or a package of products, or switch their products up every single month for 3 months. There's total flexibility in the program. So if you start with Thermophyte this month, and then you want to do Skinny Brew next month, and then you want our hydrating or our illuminating facial pads the next month, you can do that. They can do that. So they can switch it, and they get 40% off of everything for life. And all they have to do is purchase 1 product, at least 1 product a month for 3 months in a row. Like I said, they can flip it each month, or they can stay consistent. Part of the reason that we do the 90-day commitment is because we have a lot of results driven products. For example, the weight loss products, or our hair, skin, and nails. Our hair, skin, and nails product is incredible, but sometimes people see growth in 4 weeks, and sometimes it takes them 8 weeks, or 10, or whatever. Everybody's bodies are different. So by them committing to a 90-day challenge, they're going to use the product consistently long enough to see results. Some people, just like when they get into this business, they don't give themselves a chance to be successful. Some people, when they try new products, they don't give it enough time for them to find success or to get the results that they want. So it's a win-win. Obviously, you're going to get paid on all 3 orders. So our loyal customer program is the very best. If you have any other questions on that, just ask your sponsor. They will be happy to share with you about that. That takes me to our next thing, and I think it's going to be the last thing that we talk about, because this is already longer than I anticipated, because I just get so excited and passionate, and I just get to talking. So thank you for hanging in there with me this long. So the last thing is, I like to talk about goals. We'll talk about color personalities and things like that, but I'm really red. I'm really goal oriented. I am a type A personality, and I like to always have a goal. I say that knowing that I joined this business with no goal. Okay. So if you don't currently have a huge, like, okay, I want to make $500 a month, I'm ready to make $10,000 a month, that's okay. But you did join this business for a reason. So it's important to know your why. What did my light just do? What is happening? Okay. Sorry about that. But it's important to know why you're here, because as those no's come in, because news breaker, we get told no more than we get told yes. At least it feels that way, right? But every no is an opportunity. So we'll work through those together, and do not let that discourage you. Go for no. And you'll hear that and you'll understand that a little bit later, but go for no. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. And you will survive if people tell you no. I'm living proof. So the last thing I want to talk about is our steps to success. So our company gives us basically a roadmap to be successful in this business. Okay. So they say, 1, join the party, sign up as a distributor. Check. You've already done that because you're here watching this video. 2, enroll 6 loyal customers. Okay. 6 loyal customers, your first 30 days is your first goal. Okay. I want you to get $150 shopping spree. When you enroll 6 loyal customers in your first 30 days, you are going to earn $150 shopping spree. And your sponsor will definitely help you get that. So that is your very first goal. It's also step number 2 in steps to success. So once you do that, then step number 3 to steps to success is enrolling 3 distributors. Okay. You have no idea what a Ruby is yet, but that's okay. But Rubies are the foundation of this company, and enrolling 3 distributors will build a Ruby, and it will help you to promote to Ruby. So your first goal is join the party. You're here. Second goal is enroll 6 loyal customers and earn your shopping spree. Third goal is to enroll 3 distributors. Our company says those are the steps to success. And what you're going to do is, when you enroll those 3 customers, is you are going to turn right around and you're going to teach them how to get their 6 customers and their 3 distributors. And then you're going to help them help their new teammates. Okay. So it's a trickle down effect, a compound effect. If you do that every single month, your business will explode. Obviously, there is no penalty if you don't hit it, but that is a really good roadmap to find success in this business. Remember when I said that I enrolled 70 something? I think it was 79. I don't remember. I enrolled 79 people in a single month. That's a lot. So that's steps times, like, I don't even know how many, 10 at least, right? But you want to hit your steps consistently. And when you do that, you will start building your business. You will start building your team. You will start unlocking some of those ranks and some of those bonuses, and your pay explodes. And I love it. And the only way that you can, hold on, babe. Or maybe you do get to meet my daughter. This is Rayleigh. She's obviously waking up in the middle of the night. You go lay down and I'll be in there in just a second, baby. I'm recording. Okay. Or maybe she's gonna lay right here and finish the video out with us. That's fine. So that's it. That's the steps to success. And you want to get to a point where you're doing that consistently, because your team will then grow consistently. I know I said that was the last thing, but this is the last thing. So goal number 1 for you as a brand new distributor, figure out how to be consistent. Figure out how to show up and do this business every single day. Utilize these first 30 days where we're giving you everything, just to figure out okay, I can do my post first thing in the morning, or I can do my post at dinner time, or okay, he takes a nap at this time, I can get my messages out then. Okay, while I'm drinking my coffee, I can send my follow-ups, whatever. Consistency. That's your job these first 30 days. Second job these first 30 days is get your 6 customers. Get that shopping spree so that you can get products for free. I love free. So that's your second. And then the last thing that I always say to my new distributors is plan to be in this business for a year. Take quitting off the table for 1 year. By doing that, you are going to set yourself up for success. You are going to set yourself up to not fail. You are going to set yourself up to give yourself a chance. Don't quit before you even get started. You are going to hear no's before you hear yeses. You are going to have ups and downs. You are a business owner. Um, Give yourself time to grow a business. It takes time. So take quitting off the table, commit to yourself for 1 year, and I promise you, you will find success. I am looking so forward to getting to know all of you, to getting to know you, to getting to know your family. This crazy nugget, whatever, you will meet her in person. She bombards every Zoom, every call that I ever do. So does Riker. You'll get to know them both. But I'm just so excited to be on this journey with you. I'm so excited to get to help you and just get to know you. This business is incredible, and I'm so excited to work with you. So thank you for sticking with me. I'm long-winded. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.